The amount of hate for the all-new BMW M2 has been immense. Just like most of BMW's newer models, people just weren't big fans of the polarizing design choices. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the G87 M2's design neither, but I knew the potential was there. In today's video, my main goal is to change as many opinions out there as possible, including my own. This will be one of the sexiest setups out there, guaranteed.
We're going full send today, guys. We got some new wheels for the M2, some Apex VSR 5Ss. These have to be one of the most popular aftermarket wheels out there. All over social media, you always see different type of cars rocking these. Fully forged, they're very light, very strong, and super aggressive. Just look at that concave. Look how deep they are. I decided to go with anthracite because I think this is the best color combination to match the Zanford blue on my M2. As far as wheel sizes, we went with the most aggressive setup they offer for the G80, G82, M3, and M4. 20x10 plus 8 offset up front, and 20x11 plus 18 offset for the rear.
We weighed the wheels and they were extremely light for being 20 inches, one of the biggest benefits with forged wheels. The rears weighed just under 22 pounds and the fronts weighed at just 21 pounds, which is very impressive.
For tires, I decided to go with the Continental Extreme Contact Sport version 2s, which I had very good experience with the Supra. That car made over 700 horsepower and was able to hold its own with those tires. 285/30 for the front and 305/30 for the rear. Meaty. One of my favorite features about Apex wheels is that they're OEM center cap friendly. So at the moment, we do have the Apex ones installed. But we have two other ones that we're to try out. These are the ones that came from the stock M2 wheels, the anniversary badge one. And I also have the BMW floating cap. So we'll test all three out and see which one looks better. Moving on to the next exciting upgrade for my G87 M2. This is the TR87 carbon fiber aero kit from Auto ID. The car's gonna get so much carbon fiber and nothing's gonna get left out. And guys, this ain't the imitation, this is the real stuff. Pre-preg carbon fiber, super strong, very light, 2x2 weave, and apparently the fitment is supposed to be spot on. Got the front lip right here, which is a 3-part setup. Here's the center, and then you get the sides that include the winglets. Here's a carbon fiber trunk spoiler. Got the rear diffuser that is slightly more aggressive than the OEM one. Got the optional rear bumper winglets that goes great with the rest of the kit. Last but not least, the side skirt extensions with the winglet rear section. Hey bro, get the f off the floor.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
But
Yeah.
caca grease all over it.
Caca grease is better than dirt. Chris Brown.
No, what the f you doing?
I really think that after we install the carbon aero kit with the Apex wheels, a lot of you guys are gonna change your mind about the G87 M2. I'm gonna have both the TR87 kit and the Apex wheels linked down in the video's description if you guys are interested, and make sure to use my code VehicleVirals for a discount. All right, so we're about to install the wheels onto the M2, but before we do that, we're gonna try out some center caps. Obviously the M2 has the anniversary badge in the trunk and the front, so it'd be ideal to rock this one, but I'm not sure if it's gonna look any good. Which I think, I thought I'd like it. It just, I don't know, the Apex one just looks a lot better. What you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's go ahead and try the BMW floating. Let's go ahead and try the BMW floating cap. For those of you guys that don't know what a BMW center floating cap is, it means it just stays upright no matter what direction the wheel goes in, so it'll never be upside down. Now that looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely a huge upgrade compared to the cast BMW ones. I'm not sure why they went cast on an M car, but this is a lot more practical when we're moving and installing the wheels. Fully forged versus cast, I mean, these are much better. Of course, I'm gonna have difficulty with installing the wheel because I recently had to remove the stud conversion from the car. And if you guys don't know why, you might wanna check out the previous video. It's BS. In the meantime, we'll just use the OEM bolts. We haven't even lowered the car from the lift yet, and me like it. All right, going for the front. Thank you. Do yourselves a favor. Bye. Do yourself a favor and get a stud conversion kit to make this damn process a lot easier. VehicleVirals.com. Link down in the video's description. Ooh, that black Apex badge. That looks pretty good. That's tough. Listen guys, I really like the floating caps. I really do, but there's one issue. And I think it's an OCD thing for me. I got the anniversary badges in the trunk and the hood, and I have the traditional one on the wheels. And for that reason, I don't think I can do it. I think we'll go with the Apex ones. Oh my God. I haven't even lowered the car from the lift yet, and I can already see how those wheels completely transformed my M2. They look so good and way better than the OEM ones. I'm a big fan of symmetrical, and I just didn't like the 19s up front and the 20s in rear. These are 20s all the way around, and I absolutely love it. You guys are gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna make you guys wait to the end of the video to see what the wheels look like with the car off the lift, because we're just gonna move on to the carbon fiber aero, because I think we need to show you guys the car when it has everything on it. I'm torturing myself because I really want to see what the wheels look like on the car. We've got to be patient. All right, so we'll start off with the rear diffuser. Just seems like the easiest to do. It looks like you got a few clips underside here. Be able to just push up on them and release. But before we do that, you got a 10 mil, you got a 10 mil, you got a 10 mil on this side as well. The top section is also held on by clips, so we have to be careful with that, but it shouldn't take that long. Four. All right, let's just leave it like that, guys. It's raw carbon.
Video's done.
Listen, the gloss black or piano black, whatever you want to call it, looks really nice when it's clean. But it attracts swirl marks the minute you breathe next to it. Swirl marks, finger marks, dirt, grime, grease, everything. So it's definitely good to do the upgrade because the carbon's going to be able to hide a lot more stuff. Also, if you notice, we do have an extra fin style here, which gives it a little bit more aggression. Everything else seems to stay pretty much the same, minus this part, and of course, the carbon, which is lighter and stronger. A little bit of elbow grease. You're over here filming it like Jacob won't keep it on there.
Jacob, keep this in there.
Alright, rear diffuser's on. Looks good. Just like the OEM one, the exhaust tips fit right in the center. I think we're gonna move on to the rear bumper winglets. Yes!
I gotta remove this ball sack.
Alright, so we are moving on to the side skirt extensions. The really cool thing about this kit that I like a lot is that it uses OEM hardware placements on your car and double-sided tape. That's it.
Prepping the surface is one of the most important things to do when installing upgrades that use double-sided tape. For me, that was going to be a bit tricky because my car was recently ceramic coated. It wouldn't be an issue for the pieces that stuck to the bottom portions of the car, but the side of the car I used 70 proof rub and alcohol to try to remove the slickness of the coating. My suggestion is to either coat the car after doing similar upgrades, or if you already have it applied, remove that layer of ceramic where double-sided tape is being used.
You hear that? Well guys, I am a straight up idiot. Auto ID included a bunch of stuff with their kit that I originally tossed to the side and forgot that I had. Check this out. Adhesive promoter. That definitely would have helped out with the side skirts, that's for sure. You also get some extra hardware if you guys want to fully secure your side skirts and you do want to tap some more holes and really secure the side skirts and the rest of the parts like the lip and stuff like that, you can do that.
Installing the front tip is pretty straightforward, just takes a bit of patience, especially if you have the level of OCD I have. Removing the gloss black section can probably help a little, but some of the clips were so tight that I just decided to install it with it on the car.
That adhesive promoter is definitely an adhesive promoter. Once it's on there, it's on there. I didn't want to use the self-tappers, which are optional. But one, I don't want the lip to fall off while driving. And two, there's two little small gaps on the side of the bumper. If you look here, there's a little hole that Auto ID provided to include a self-tapper and close that small little gap. I normally self-tap the shit. My other bumpers on my older cars, brand new car, it hurts, but I just want the product to look, and sometimes it requires some sacrifice. Yeah, see now? Perfect. All right, guys, take a look at that front splitter or front lip, whatever you guys want to go by. Clean. Look at that fitment though, all the way around. Those self-tappers really did some work because this is where the small gap was at. Once you added the self-tapper, it eliminated it. And it actually looks very, very good. The weave, it matches perfectly as well. So it kind of unifies the entire front section. Here's what it looks like. It's exactly what the M2 needed. Totally forgot about the trunk spoiler, which is gonna be the easiest install we have for this car.
This is like 10 hours.
10 hours? Bet. So it doesn't quite go edge to edge, but it definitely goes a lot closer than the one that we did previously have on. Good job. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the car real quick so I can show you guys the final results and give you guys my thoughts. And for those of you guys that complained a lot about the G87 M2 styling and said the car looks ugly, well, just get yourself a TR87 kit from Auto ID and some Apex wheels and you get this masterpiece. I am so glad that I decided to go away from the staggered setup with 20s in the rear, 19s up front to the 20 all the way around. I think it's the perfect fitment and size for this car. It fills all the gaps nicely. Unless of course you're tracking the car, then you can opt in for 19s with a taller sidewall. Can't even forget to talk about the AST Has kit. Perfect lowering level for this setup right here. I'm not even fully maxed out in the rear. I am maxed out in the front, but it matches the rear right now, so I'm gonna leave it as is. The carbon aero kit really transforms the car, guys. The car desperately needed a front lip, and it was just the cherry on top because the front of the M2 was very questionable. And as far as the winglets that you get up front, the side skirt and the rear portion of the bumper, it all matches. They're all the same height and it just kind of unifies everything. The carbon diffuser is just aggressive enough. It looks a lot better than the OEM black gloss one. All I need is an aftermarket exhaust system with bigger tips, and man, that's gonna set it off. The trunk spoiler also looks very nice. It's not overly aggressive, just enough to give it a sportier look. Auto ID said they will send me over the wing that also comes with the kit as an option, and I'll make a video for you guys to show you what that looks like later on in the future. Originally, I wasn't gonna install like the carbon fiber stick-on thing that goes right here in the rear portion of the bumper, but since we have this winglet here now, I think it would actually pair very well with that piece, so I might give that a shot. I am so happy with the results, guys. So happy. I just want to keep driving the car because it looks so damn good. Guys, we still have a lot in store for the M2, so make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on the episode. Do me a favor, hit the like button as it really does help out the channel, and a huge thanks to Apex and Auto ID for the support. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.